Hi, this is Jilly Bling. I have another project to share using Cottage Rose Bundle. I love this bundle. Out of everything in the annual catalog, this bundle immediately was calling my name. And I got it right away. And I've just kind of been holding it because I know wonderful stuff will come of it. And I love the designer paper that goes with it. So this is the second project. The first one was yesterday. It was a tunnel card, and that one was fun too. And this one I saw on Pinterest by Donna stamped Sophisticates. And I pretty much copied much of the outside with her designer paper band. And I added texture. And I'm not sure if she used gold or if she had like a saffron or a soft suede. But she had the little flowers lined up just like that with the leaf here. And she did something a little bit different with the ribbon. So that's the outside. And then this is the inside. And I wasn't sure what she did on the inside. At first I just had this die cut gold flower cut out. And I kept wanting to put this big stamp back here, just like as a soft background. And I thought, no, it's too busy, it's conflicting. But I'm happy I did. I love how that came out. So this is today's project, using Cottage Rose. And then for the words for the inside, threw it together. Because this is a Feel Better Soon card. And I wanted something on the inside. And Cottage Rose didn't offer any greetings that would work on the inside of the card. Okay. So let's get started. Feeling a little guilty, I'm using the paper from yesterday. It's almost clean. Okay, so here's the papers. We'll be using Cascading Ruffles embossing folder. And these are inside papers. I got carried away. I already had this one folded, but that's fine. So that's inside. So the dies, let's see, what do we have? Gold, gold, words. It's like a puzzle. Let's get them all figured out. And this is for just a hint of gold back behind the words. I'll hold up the sample here in just a minute. You can hardly tell, but in person it's like, oh, that's just pretty. You know, all these little details we do is what makes our cards so wonderful. How many items can you get on one piece of gold foil? Okay, so here's where, let me see if you can see that. See the gold circle? Oh, and then these things, interesting, these are the rustic metallic dots. But I just love the whole feel of all this. Usually I'm not a brown person at all, but I'm liking this. Okay, so rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. We'll be using those. So let's see, where are we? Let's start with this piece, which will perfectly lay on top of here. I could take the whole card base and run this through my machine to get the texture on it, but I don't want to see the texture on the inside. So I'm going to take this one, and I want my Cascading Ruffles to run up and down rather than across. I'm not sure if it's right or wrong, but that's how I'm doing it today. So let me run this through. Isn't that pretty? Just kind of fun. Okay, so this just gets either glued on or whatever your adhesive of choice, whatever you like. Because it's textured, I like to do liquid glue because I don't want it to come off. So today was class, Saturday Stampers. They did so good. It's really nice to have such good people, good friends. Just a happy day. Brenda was saying, "Where have you been?" I'm like, well, doing lots of things. Most of it's stamping. Okay, so looking at that, it's like up, it isn't all touching, but that's fine. That's what the embossing folder does. But I know the areas that are touching, those are gonna make this paper hang on really good. Okay, so that's inside. Okay, so let me cut these pieces. You know what, before I cut this one, which is for the words, I'm gonna stamp the words first. So this is crumb cake paper, and I'm gonna stamp them in espresso. Espresso. Right in the middle. I guess that's just how it comes out. I'm looking, it looks like at the top of the O and the bottom, there's no ink. I'll try it again. That's how that one came out too. But looking at the image on here, it looks like it should be all filled in. No. There's like a little gap at the bottom of the O. That's okay. You could still read it. It's still cute, really cute. Okay, so this die. Okay, so I'm going to take all these things. This is a circle behind the words. This is part of the card front. Then I'm going to cut out all these plus, I think, one for the inside. And I did this little twig, but I think twig. I probably said that wrong. I did this beautiful stemmed flower, and it is very nice. I love how delicate it is. But I think I want to do this double flower instead. Okay, off to the machine I go. Aren't you impressed with how fast I did that and silently? Just like that. Gosh, I wish I could clean my house just like that. Okay, so here's this one. Isn't that beautiful? And just a little leaf. I'm not sure if this is intended to go with that stemmed flower. I feel bad for calling it a twig now. No, it has its own leaves, but it matches them. Okay. Then here is a double. It's like punch outs. When you were a kid, did you do like the coloring book and you always wanted to go to the page that had the special stuff on it? This is like a punch out. Okay, so you could get 4 pieces, probably even more. One paper. My house is decorated with little paper bits. So decorated that even I just walked with Bo outside. I have a funny story. Actually, it's kind of a gross story. No, it's not that gross. About Bo. Anyhow, so I just walked outside with him, and what did I find on the back patio? Little die-cut bits. I think I found this one here, a gold one. Like, how did it get all the way outside? I love my Roomba though. I tell her, clean stampin' room, and she gets up all these little pieces. Because, guess who's going to swoosh them onto the floor? Because I know she's going to come out in the morning. Okay, so my funny Bo story is, kind of embarrassed, is in the evening before we go to bed, we say to him, Bo, go pee. Guess what? Over the years, he's got that down. But of course he's rewarded with a, I'm not going to say the word outside, but a biscuit. He doesn't know that word. So then somewhere on some show, I saw where this couple taught their dog to go poop. So one time he did it, and I was somewhat nearby, and I made a big old deal, like, yay, yay, you get a biscuit. And he was like, wow, not quite sure what's going on here, but okay. Anyhow, and then another time, This is a terrible topic, sorry. Another time he came in here and he was looking and doing a smile thing, and then he did a fart. Okay. So I'm like, I know what happens, like stuff is moving through there. So I asked him, do you have to poop? And so he was like, yeah, whatever you say, yeah. So we went outside. Sure enough, he did. So of course I made a big old deal about it. So we're coming up on a week now. And I think he understands. Because just a few minutes ago, he came to me right here and he nudged my arm like I was doing stuff, and he nudged it. And I asked him, do you have to do a poop? And he wagged his tail, and he knows the word out. So he went out. Sure enough, he got right busy and he did it. I was like, I don't think that I could even do that on command. But he did. So, of course, we came in. Of course, I made a big deal. Boy, if anyone from across the street could see getting all excited about the dog doing that. Anyhow. So, that's why we were outside, as we were... He nudged me and said, come on. Okay, enough talk of that. You know how new moms, they talk about diapers and stuff? New tricks. Yeah. Okay, so this card goes together really quick. There's nothing super fancy about it. It's just it's kind of pretty. Okay, so all these little pieces. Let me put that one to, oh no. I should just focus. Focus, okay. So, this ribbon here, which is part of the Cottage Abigail Rose product suite. And you could stamp on this stuff. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe in another one of these projects. But do you see how soft it is? I love this stuff, and I love the big old spool too. So I'm going to cut just a bit of that. And I'm going to fray the ends, because you know, the recipient is sick. Okay, so one end, see how these are not fraying very good? It's like it's getting all hung up over here on this edge. Do the best you can. When I did the sample, I got so frustrated I just kind of cut off part of that, but I know I didn't have to. Like if you just kind of pull it through there, then trim it off every once in a while, because it kind of knots up a bunch. And you don't have to do much. Maybe 2 more rows. Oop, it's bunching up down here. Pulling the wrong thing. Okay, that's good enough. Just so it's a little bit frayed. You know, we got to create interest. Oop, I see another string ready to come up out of there. Okay. Then this side is going to go like a champ. Look at that. Okay, like an almost champ. Anyhow, do your best to kind of fray it. Or not, if you don't want to, because it is a little sloppy looking. It is a little vintagey looking. Okay. I'm going to do my best to stop right here. Okay, so I have that. The next ribbon I'm going to pull out, pretend like it is faux suede espresso ribbon. Mine is coming in the mail soon. So, first glance, espresso ribbon. Just leave it at that. This is some old stuff, which I love, but it's not current. But that suede ribbon is going to look really nice on here. Okay, so to put this on, it's really technical. Bit of glue. Yeah, yeah. Just like that. Me and my glue lately, I know. A little bit for the espresso ribbon. So Tonia's in Sacramento because it's Oma's 94th birthday. I was supposed to go, but I didn't. This is the first time I haven't accompanied him on any trip for forever. But Emma will be flying in to Sacramento, so she'll be there for it. But he'll be back tomorrow. Anyhow, he is our, I don't want to say espresso maker, but he is our family, the two of us, coffee fixer. I'm having to do it. It's fine though. I make it a little bit stronger than he does. One-dimensional, there's a reason for that. Let's put this right here. And I'm looking that the points are right in the middle of the espresso ribbon. Okay. And let's see what we got. This one will go on the inside. So this can go here. I hope you could see how pretty this is with this shiny gold. It's just a beautiful card. That could go there. You know why I put only one dimensional in there now, huh? Okay, and then there's this one. Glue, glue, glue. Sometimes I leave home and I'm driving around and it's like, gotta pick off all this extra glue. What's going on here? Okay. And this one. So last weekend, Evan and Michaela came over, and you know they're engaged. And we put together a draft of 6 things. Save the date, because they're getting married in April. A save the date, invitation, RSVP card, details, little note to put on the refrigerator, thank you cards, and finally, little party favor box. Stampin' Up! Has come out with some really cute ones over the years. And at first she was like, yeah, I want 4 or 5 options for each of the things. And I'm like, okay. Anyhow, while she was here, I had all these papers pulled out in the color she wants. She wants it to be, she likes eucalyptus. So I pulled out soft succulent, and I pulled out evergreen, plus all the other greens. And I had them laying here. I knew she wanted gold and white, so I had those pulled out. Okay, so if you have all the greens pulled out, and there's a lot of them, what do you think she chose? I thought she would choose the ones that I just mentioned. Nope. She chose Evening Evergreen. No, that's the one I thought she would. She chose Pear and Mossy Meadow. So they're a little bit yellow tone. Anyhow, we put stuff together and it just turned out so pretty. We were working from about 11:30 until 5. And we got a sample of all of them done. They look really good. So we'll be doing that soon. We'll be having a work party. The two of us are going to get all the papers cut. She was on the Mac, like doing the Evan and Michaela everything. I wonder if this is one of them. No. And then getting it to the right size and getting 4 per page, 6 per page. Anyhow, that was fun. It had been kind of on the radar since Christmas, and we finally got to it. You know how you know things are coming up and you just kind of keep thinking about them? But she's like, let me finish school. Let me finish this, and then we'll get started. I'm like, okay. Anyhow, it all worked out really well. Okay, rustic melodots. Okay, the outside is done. I just keep talking and talking. It must be that caffeinated beverage I had a few minutes ago. Cottage rose, most beautiful rose ever. Look at that. Oh, I want to do a project coloring this. Okay. Pretty. Oh, and then the words. The words are done in espresso. Espresso. I'm here for you. I have 2 friends I could send this to that I'm thinking about as I make it. Terry, who has shingles, and then she had COVID. She says she's doing a bit better, but my heart is just with her. And Jennifer, I just heard, is going to have a surgery. She's not scared, not dreading it. She's looking forward to feeling good again. So we didn't get to see her today at class, but this would be good for her. You know, I could have put this on those sticky sheets. It would be a sticker. Maybe I just like to mess with glue. I don't know. I always forget until I'm like, I don't like gluing. Okay, right in the middle. I like the double bloom better. Look at that. It's just so classic. Okay, so let's stick this down. And then I think that's it. So this is project number 2 out of 5. This is a Gotta Have It box. Gotta Have It means if you buy the bundle from me, I will send you card kits to make your own 5 of these cards. Because this is a beautiful bundle. Good? Okay. And there we are. What do you think? That's it for today. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.